I agreed to keep my sister's secret until she said it was my fault the entire time. My sister Olivia called me at 2 a.m., her voice breaking through sobs. I need you. Please don't tell mom and dad. She'd been fired from her teaching job for having an inappropriate relationship with a parent. Not physical, she swore, but texting constantly, meeting for coffee alone, crossing every professional boundary the school had. They'd found out through another teacher who reported it. Please, she begged. I can't let mom and dad know. Not yet. I need time to figure this out. I agreed to keep her secret. Told our parents she was taking a mental health break from teaching to focus on herself. She stayed at my apartment for 3 weeks, sleeping on my couch, crying every night about how unfair it was. I didn't do anything wrong, she kept saying. We just talked. He understood me. I listened, held her while she cried, covered for her when mom called asking why Olivia wasn't answering. She's just processing some things, I'd say. She'll call you soon. Then one Tuesday afternoon, mom called me. Her voice was ice cold. The school contacted us as emergency contact. We know everything about Olivia. My stomach dropped. Mom, I can explain. Olivia told us you knew the whole time, that you encouraged her to pursue it. I froze. What? She said you told her the age gap didn't matter since they were both adults, that you helped her delete text messages to cover it up. My hands started shaking. That's not true. I told her to stop. I told her she needed to report it before. Don't lie to me, mom interrupted. We're having a family meeting tonight. You need to be here. She hung up. I stared at my phone, my mind racing. Olivia had thrown me under the bus to save herself. I drove to my parents' house that evening, my heart pounding the entire way. When I walked in, Olivia was already there on the couch, mascara running down her face, tissues crumpled in her hands. She looked up at me with red, swollen eyes, playing the perfect victim. Mom and dad sat across from her, their faces harder than I'd ever seen them. Sit down, dad said. I sat in the chair farthest from Olivia. Mom spoke first, her voice shaking with anger. Olivia told us everything. How you knew about her relationship with this parent, how you encouraged her. Olivia sniffled loudly. I told her it was wrong, she said, her voice trembling. She said I was being dramatic, that teachers date parents all the time and no one cares. My jaw dropped. That's a lie. You said it would blow over, Olivia continued, talking over me, that no one had to know if we just kept quiet about it. Mom looked at me with pure disgust. How could you encourage this? She trusted you with something serious and you told her to hide it? I pulled out my phone, my hands shaking so badly I almost dropped it. That's not what happened. Let me show you. I opened my texts with Olivia and scrolled to the night she first told me, held the screen out to dad. He took it, squinting at the messages. Mom leaned over to read. I watched their faces as they scrolled through weeks of conversations. Olivia begging me not to judge her. Me telling her she needed to report it to administration before it got worse. Me warning her she could lose her teaching license permanently. Me begging her to end it. Olivia's face went completely white. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. Dad kept scrolling, his jaw clenched. She's lying, I said quietly. She's been lying this entire time. To you, to me, to everyone. Mom looked up from the phone, then slowly turned to face Olivia. Explain this, she said, her voice deadly calm. Olivia started crying harder, but it looked fake now. I don't know. I was confused. You thought you could blame your sister for your own choices. Dad cut her off. He handed me back my phone and stood up. Get out of this house. Olivia's face crumpled. Dad, please. Now. She grabbed her purse, still crying, and ran to the door. Slammed it behind her so hard the pictures on the wall rattled. The silence that followed was deafening. Mom put her face in her hands. I'm so sorry, she whispered. I should have known better than to believe her without asking you first. I didn't say anything, just sat there, feeling the weight of the last 3 weeks crushing down on me. All those nights I'd held her while she cried. All the lies I'd told to protect her. She'd repaid me by trying to destroy my relationship with our parents. Dad put his hand on my shoulder. Thank you for showing us the truth. 2 days later, Olivia texted me. I'm sorry. I panicked. Please don't hate. I blocked her number without responding. Mom called me that weekend. Olivia had lost her teaching license permanently, was moving 3 states away to live with our aunt. Good, I said.